We head to the West Coast here on this Big Ten Women's Basketball Media Day. Well, not literally, just figuratively, folks. Oregon returns their top 2 scorers from last season. They add a 4-star recruit, 7 transfers to the mix, including one very talented young lady who's going to be joining us here on the desk on this Big Ten Women's Basketball Media Day as our coverage rolls on here on the Big Ten Network. Welcome back into Rosemont, Illinois. Kylan Mills here alongside Oregon head coach Kelly Graves, guard Deja Kelly, and Kyei. Great to see you guys. Welcome officially to the Big Ten. I imagine this day has been a lot to take in. Coach, what excites you most about this new era of Oregon basketball?
Well, when you get to be my age, you always look for something that's new.
How old are you?
Well,
21?
older than you. So,
okay.
and anybody else here except for Joe. But
shots fired.
Yeah. Anyway, no, just something new. I mean, it's going to be exciting to see different parts of the country play in front of new fan bases, and you see so much of the Big Ten, and it's really a thrill and an honor to be part of it.
Deja, you transfer from one coast, North Carolina, to the other, and now you're playing in a league that's literally all over the place. But what did you like about the opportunity to play in the Big Ten?
I think the Big Ten has historically been a great conference. I think especially from the offensive perspective, we play fast, high scoring. So I'm excited to be a part of that and just, add my skill set as well.
Philly, what are your expectations for Oregon basketball this season now in a new conference?
I'm expecting a lot from us. We're ready to compete, ready to be in, ready to play, and yeah, we're ready to go.
Coach, for Big Ten fans who are still getting to know your program, I want to give you the opportunity to share a little bit about just what the identity is. You may remember the Ducks from a little Final Four run back in 2018, 2019. A certain player named Sabrina Ionescu, a huge part of what you guys did and the incredible program that you've built. But what is the identity and what do you see on the floor when you watch Oregon basketball?
Well, I think you always watch a team that really enjoys, playing the game. We've always been up-tempo. That's been one of my trademarks as a coach. We're kind of a team that shares the basketball, and, so high assist numbers, things like that. And, I think that's what we're hoping to get back. We, had a little slip last year. But, for the last 6 or 8 years, we've been one of the best programs in the country. And I think we have the kind of team that can get us back to where we've been, and I'm really excited about this group. A lot of depth, great guard play, and some versatility, and I think that's going to, kind of be the style we'll get back to.
Another big part of your most successful teams was being great shooting teams. At times, you've led the country in field goal percentage, effective field goal percentage. Yeah. Why is that? What does practice look like to try to develop that?
Well, number one, you recruit good shooters,
okay,
right? I mean, that's the easy part. Just to get them to understand, for us to get our best shot. It's our shot. It's not your shot. It's not her shot. It's our shot, which takes unselfishness, and we've always had unselfish players. We take pride in the hockey assist, not just the pass that leads to the basket, but the one to set that one up. And that's just it's been one of our trademarks. It's something we take a lot of pride in, and like I said, you've got two great ones right here that are going to help us get back to that that mountaintop.
It would be great if we could the assist before the assist, right? Like, if that could be tracked, I feel like that should be a stat. You deserve some praise for setting up the play, right?
I agree 100%. I think you should also get an assist if you get fouled and you at least make one free throw. So there you go. You and I can change the rule book.
We're starting it here today, Kelly Graves and myself, because I have absolutely no say in the way things work in college basketball. Well, this is a retooled roster, 7 transfers, a couple of freshmen, and then Deja, you come in as a 3-time All-ACC selection. You could have gone to a number of schools. Why Oregon? Why is this the right fit?
Well, one of the main reasons is this guy right here. I think, just watching Oregon in the past, they're historically been a great program, and just seeing how he really works well with his guards and puts them in the best position, as well as just the team as a whole. I think just his system is really great, pro-style offense. That's something that I feel like my skill set really complements and that I wanted to just continue to grow in. And he brings the best out of his players, too. He's a real players coach, and just to have that relationship with him, especially as a lead guard, I think is super important and is really beneficial for the team.
Philly, as a player who's been in this program for a couple years, are you going to co-sign on everything she just said about your coach?
Oh, yeah, I am.
She's like, yeah, I'm talking on TV. Of course I am. What's it been like developing a relationship with Coach Graves?
Oh, it's been great. I've known him for 4 years. You know, my freshman year, he's really helped me through a lot, and he keeps building me up, and, you know, I'm ready for more.
Yeah, you were averaging right around, what, 7-8 minutes per game as a freshman, and now you're leading this offense. What led to that type of growth in your game?
I would say it was the off season. You know, my freshman year, I think my freshman year was more about learning, like learning how to play the game. And then my sophomore year, you know, I had to like grow up really, really fast. And I took up the role and got better.
How excited are you to play with Deja? Like potential pick and roll situation going on here?
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to play with her, you know, want to see the high a little more.
What about you, Deja? What do you like about the complexion of this team so far?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a dream to play with someone as big as Philly. I never have. So just being able to, get in some action with her. But I think just the team as a whole, like Coach said, we're very versatile. We have a lot of really good guard play as well. And I think us playing very up-tempo. I think we have a lot of star power to do that and, a lot of options, good options out of that. So I'm really excited, to bring my skill set, but as well as, play around some other really good people.
Well, Coach, the portal giveth, the portal taketh away. It's just one of those things. It's the way college basketball works now, but you add in quite a bit of talent. You mentioned the depth, but still, is there a process into incorporating those players into your system and really getting them to understand what it is you want to accomplish?
Well, you would always rather coach a team for 3 or 4 years, right? And they learn your system. They learn what works, what doesn't. They learn how to play together. But this day and age is just different. And it's something that I was a little bit slow to embrace, quite frankly. And this is the first year that we've really gone into the portal actively. And boy did it, produce dividends. I mean, we've got some really, really good players, especially the guard line, and this is it's a veteran, the better teams are veteran, right? And we went out and we've got 4th and 5th year guards, and I think that's going to really make a difference. At times I'm not easy to play for because we run a lot of stuff. Like Deja said, it's a pro system. And, so the more experience that they have and they come in with, the better off they are. And, just, you talked about Philly. I couldn't be more proud of her. I mean, seriously, as a freshman, she came in and you had to tell her which side of the court, which end of the court we're playing on, right? She was really, she had a lot to learn.
Which side of the court?
Yeah.
Really?
No, she knows that I'm always a little sarcastic, but I'm telling you the truth. When you see somebody improve day to day and game to game, and you'd be amazed at how many people come up and say, oh my gosh, she's gotten better than she was last week. And to see that kind of improvement, I think as a coach, it warms your heart, and I'm so proud of her and that she's stuck it out, and now she's one of the better centers in the country.
I love that. These are the stories that make college basketball so much fun to watch when you get to see the development. On the other side of things, I also love hearing transfer portal stories. Who called who first? How did that work with you two to where you ended up going from North Carolina to Oregon?
You asking me or you asking her?
Whose side of the story again first? We'll give you the leg up, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you, once she decided.
Always been an admirer of yours, right?
There's just some decisions that are no-brainers. This was a no-brainer as soon as I saw that Deja was in the portal, wanted to play a 5th year. That was an easy call, and we worked our butts off, and quite frankly, we needed Deja. I think Deja needed us. She talked about that because she's got an opportunity to play at the next level and be an impact player there. At the same time, we really needed a kind of a jolt, and Deja's one of the best players in the country, and so to have her in our program, I think legitimizes who we are, what we're trying to do. And so it's, I told her, before that we're joined at the hip now, the two of us.
We are.
Kind of scary. Damien, you're smiling. I don't know about all that. Had you been to Eugene before committing?
Once. I visited back in high school, so once before that, yeah.
So there was some familiarity, at least a little bit.
A little bit.
As you talk about wanting to take your game to the next level in the WNBA, where do you feel like you need to improve the most?
I think just, continuing to be a playmaker and, just being a good playmaker for my team, being a good leader, continuing to be consistent from beyond the arc, I think, as well. But, just kind of tightening up some things. I think, I already have really good potential, and I think, Coach Kelly will help me just, tighten up some things for the team, and again, just continuing to lead and be that playmaker and just make good decisions for the team.
Coach, as you work with her, what kind of ceiling do you think Deja has in terms of going the distance as a pro?
Yeah, well, she has all the intangibles that it takes, and let's face it, I've coached two of the most iconic guards in college basketball history and two of the best guards in the world right now. She has those same intangibles. She's competitive, she's tough, she understands the game, she never takes a play off. I think where Deja needs to continue to make improvement, just be more efficient. I think the fact that we're going to run a lot more, we're going to play up tempo, she's going to have a lot more opportunities to, push in transition, to make plays in the open court, and I think that's really going to help her at the next level. But hey, some of the stuff that she already has, I can't teach, and I'm seeing that every day. And she's already helping, some of our young players. We have a really good freshman guard in Kyei Fiso, who I think's got a chance to be a special player as well. And for her to kind of learn from somebody like Deja, I think just going to make her better in the long run.
You described Katie, I'm quoting an article on this, but as the best point guard in her class. You said, forget the recruiting rankings, although she was ranked high, top 35, I believe. Why do you say that?
Just from having coached Courtney Vandersloot, Sabrina Ionescu, and some great players, Maite Cazorla, who have all played in the league, she just has that ability to make everybody else better. She always catches an outlet going downhill. She sees the floor early. She's able to make plays not just for herself, but she's a pass-first player to the core, which I love in our point guards. And she just, she has a joy with which she plays, and you can't teach that stuff. She also won 4 state championships in the state of Washington, which has never been done. And, so I'm really excited to see, how she continues to improve. And I am confident that she will.
Checks a lot of boxes, it sounds like, that's for sure. Philly, what do you enjoy most about playing with this year's Oregon Ducks team?
I'm really excited about the team so far. I mean, whenever you come to practice, you could see it's very competitive. Everyone has their role, and everyone executes their role very good.
Deja, what about you?
I think everyone plays with so much joy, so I think that's a lot of fun to play with. But I think, the competitive nature of our group is through the roof. I think, pick up us in practices, we're going at it head to head, and I think that makes for great teams, because when you can compete against each other like that, that makes the games way easier. So I think that's definitely the definition of our group.
Coach, we'll let you put a bow on it. What do you most enjoy about this group?
I think Deja said it. I think the joy with which they play. You can tell there's just a different vibe around our practices, around the program. They get along off the court, on the court. One of the things we've really tried to push is, have you been to Oregon?
I have not been to Oregon.
You got to come. It's amazing.
I will add it to the list. Absolutely.
Place.
Let me just let my boss know right now. We'll book a flight. I'll come with you guys,
go.
actually. What
Let's
if I just hop on the plane?
Love to have you anytime. But it's, we've just wanted them to really explore Oregon and get to know, what an amazing place it is. And so it's more than just on the basketball court, right? They're really getting along off the court. And I think that will, again, we'll have dividends from that later in the year. So I'm really excited about the group. I truly am. Don't know if I've been this excited in a few years. So, I'm excited and getting ready to go. New Big Ten.
All right, well, Coach, we're excited to see the damage your team does in the Big Ten. Thank you so much for joining us. Deja, Philly, best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.